Google the Great Game. What does it show you? It started in 1813, ending in 1907, but it goes back to the year. There were no significant tensions in Central Asia during this time. The two powers, Russia and Britain, were not at each other's throat yet. Cossack adventurers were legendary warrior freemen from the Ukrainian Russian steppes, known for their horsemanship, raids, and love for freedom. They defended frontiers for Tsars. These fierce fighters captured the forest zones near Caspian Sea, expanded in Siberia, and became to be known as the masters of the Siberian forests. By 1639, Russian expansion had reached the Pacific, showing how fast the Siberian forest corridor could be taken compared to the harder southern steppe desert routes. In 1717, the Tsar sent his first massive expedition straight toward the Khanate of Khiva. It ended in absolute annihilation. Out of a force of thousands, only a fraction survived after being completely outmaneuvered by the Khivans. It was Russia's first bloody warning. Taking Central Asia would require political leverage and route knowledge, not just brute force. The Khivans falsely surrendered to make the Russians drop their guard and divide. Then they took out the smaller Russian army parts individually. Worse still, trying to push southeast provoked the bloody Bashkir War, draining Russia's resources on its own frontier for years. To fix this, Russia established a permanent military launch pad in 1743, Orenburg, a fortified outpost built for one purpose: to support future penetration toward the south. June 23rd, 1757, the Battle of Plassey. Robert Clive and the East India Company seized control over Bengal. It gave them a massive treasury to fund the total conquest of India. But it wasn't a battle really. The British bribed the Nawab's military chief, Mir Jafar, and the wealthy banker Jagat Seth. When the fighting started, the Nawab's army refused to engage. The British walked away with the crown jewel of Asia without a real fight. The race was on to map the buffer states, Khiva, Bukhara and Konkan. In 1810, British agents Christie and Pottinger crossed Baluchistan in heavy disguises to map the invasion routes. By 1819, Russia countered, sending Nikolai Muravyov to gather intelligence straight from the Khan of Khiva. Shadowy agents like Aga Mehdi were already operating in the borders of Kashgar by 1820. The Shadow War was fully alive. 1813 Treaty of Gulistan ended a Russo-Persian war and transferred major Caucasus territories from Persia to Russia, strengthening Russia's southern position. The game had truly begun.